Xin chào mọi người đến với channel của mình. Thì hôm nay mình sẽ chơi một tựa game tên là L.A Noire. L.A Noire là một sản phẩm ra mắt từ năm 2011, tức là cách đây 13 năm rồi, cũng khá lâu, của nhà Rockstar. Thì con game này mình sẽ nhập vai vào một thanh tra cảnh sát để đi điều tra các vụ án, sẽ từ nhỏ đến lớn, và sẽ có rất nhiều những vụ án nổi tiếng trong lịch sử nước Mỹ sẽ được tái hiện trong con game này. Thế mình vào luôn game để xem biết là game nó sẽ có những gì nhé. Game này mình có luôn Việt hóa rồi mọi người ạ.
A city on the verge of greatness. An entire city based not on the man, but on the automobile, the car, the symbol of freedom and vitality.
California. Thế là game này mình sẽ ở California. Đây là nhân vật chính của mình mọi người.
Have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle.
Này giống như là nó kể về giấc mơ Mỹ nhỉ, kể về sự hào nhoáng của nước Mỹ, California. Phố nổi tiếng ở bờ Tây nước Mỹ, Beverly Hills này, có Hollywood này. Rồi, một thành phố trong mơ, toàn những người dẫn đầu với lại công nghệ hiện đại xịn sò nhất thời đấy giờ.
A city of dreamers.
Casting diễn viên này. Ở đầu khá là chill, nhưng mà thành phố nào thì cũng đều sẽ có góc tối của nó, đúng không?
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
Không có cái gì là hoàn hảo cả.
A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the path.
Là nhân vật chính của mình là trước đây là phụ trong quân lục chiến.
Who do you trust, Cole?
Cole. Tên nhân vật chính là tên là Cole.
KGPL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, go to.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Ok, vậy là mình sẽ đến hiện trường vụ án mạng. Sẽ tìm vật chứng này. Hát còi, chắc chắn cần bấm còi đâu. Con hẻm xảy ra vụ án 10 giờ tối.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
1900 năm của thế kỷ 20, mà thời kỳ phân biệt chủng tộc của nước Mỹ.
I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we
Nó
recover
còn
the
nặng
weapon,
nề, đúng, cực kỳ
Bag
nặng
it and
nề.
return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
out of
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Vật chính của mình như tên là Câu Phèo, đúng không? Mình như thế là Câu. Tên là Phèo, Phèo như là họ ấy.
Just going through the motions.
Dân tinh thần.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
Xem.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than
camera
one.
hơi ấy nè, game cũ, camera hơi lọ. Sẽ Tức là mình phải tìm một khẩu súng đúng không?
Look at this junk.
Khẩu súng đó là tang vật của vụ án. Hung thủ, nạn nhân thì tìm thấy rồi. Thì có nhân chứng rồi.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Ship là được chạy. Âm nhạc sẽ nhỏ đi khi mọi manh mối của điều tra đã được tìm thấy. Tiếng nhạc, tiếng tay cầm rung của đối tượng kính lúc. Ok. Đây sẽ có tiếng nhạc. Khi mà mình điều tra hết được các cái manh mối thì sẽ hết tiếng nhạc.
I tell you I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Mày từ từ thế nào, mày cứ dục.
Cole, come take a look at this. We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Vết máu này. Vết máu này là hung thủ ép nạn nhân vào cửa để bắn 2 phát vào đầu đúng không?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Gì nữa? Tát cái vỡ sổ tay. Mệt mỏi bởi lên cánh cửa trên mình. Ok, để đây. Sẽ vòng quanh đây. Có cái gì? Có súng ở trên này. Ồ.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Vậy là nó phản chiếu hình ảnh của khẩu súng, nó phản chiếu lên mái nhà. Mình sẽ phải tìm cách để leo lên mái nhà.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Nhảy được à? Ống thoát nước để trèo lên. Ok. Còn gì nữa?
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Đây đúng không? Bên này đúng không? Phải là đây. Đây.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Đã bắn 2 viên.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Có gì đấy? Cái quạt.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Ok, vậy là mình sẽ không đưa nó về trung tâm mà sẽ là để đi điều tra luôn. Tra gì đây?
Maybe. No.
Qua.
sure about this? It's not really our gig.
Cũng là cơ chế nhưng
No
cái
harm in
cũ
doing some
hơi
digging.
phức tạp một xíu.
The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Wake up, Cole.
Tìm thử xem còn manh mối gì ở đây đây.
Wake up, Cole.
Đây là một khu vực rộng như thế này mà không có cái
Wake up, Cole.
hết chắc là hết rồi. Cửa báo này. Đọc sao một cái sự kiện không liên quan. Ồ, có cái đoạn phim về tờ báo
Dr.
luôn.
Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work.
Dr. Fontaine.
The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon.
Courtney Sheldon.
I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Sinh viên đang hỏi thăm giáo sư về bệnh tình hậu chiến tranh, đúng không? Nó là di chứng tâm lý sau chiến tranh.
Wake up, Cole.
Đây này. Này.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Còn không. Đây có liên quan gì không?
Nope.
Không luôn. Ông kia cứ từ từ nào mà vội thế để điều tra. Hết nhạc rồi đúng không? Hết nhạc rồi là hết manh mối rồi đúng không?
Wake up, Cole.
Ok, hết nhạc, hết manh mối rồi. Đi thôi, đi thôi. Đến xe. Đến cửa hàng điều tra. Tôi chỉ lái xe con này còn lọ hơn cả GTA nữa.
Take this right.
Đéo thích rẽ chỗ đấy đấy. đây rẽ hơn à? Ổn quá, thật. Đây, shooting gallery open, central gun, có giải tập bắn. Và từ từ mình phải như là mình muốn điều tra khẩu súng thì phải xem được cái số hiệu đúng không? Series này S71893. Okay. S71893.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
No. S71893 đây.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder. 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
LAPD là Lancelet đúng không?
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Đồ trong qua menu tạm dừng. Đây. Nhà ông người xa thế. Này chắc là sau Thế chiến thứ hai đúng không? Sau Thế chiến thứ hai thì
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform
trở về được
doesn't
chiến
mean we
tranh
can't
mà
use
đúng
our
không?
initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One of a kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Em đi đến cầu qua bên kia đường. I hate this city. Con game cũ ngày xưa mình có cái hệ thống dẫn đường. Những con game là GTA bản cũ đã có cái hệ thống dẫn đường này. Nhớ San Andreas đã có. Không nhớ là San Andreas đã trước hay là sau những con này. Sau năm 15, chắc năm 1950 đến 50 gì đấy. Em không ghi thời gian không rõ. Cái xe ngày xưa trông hơi đây là kiểu dáng của xe cách đây vài chục năm, trông hơi cùi. Đây. Chốc đi nhanh nữa. Đi từ lúc đây mất 40 phút rồi. Điều tra nào. Đi xa thế. Tra vòng thuê. Schroeder là căn hộ số 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Căn hộ số 2 đây.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Yeah.
You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Mày này, mày.
That was a very...
Mày này. Này nghệ phết nhỉ. Này thì này. Chưa chưa. Ấy da. Mà đánh nhau hơi lỏng xíu.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Nhập điều tra được bật.
I think this is going to help us.
Cái chai này chắc là bỏ.
Not sure this means much. Nothing significant.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Floyd Rose.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Điều tra thế thì à? Floyd Rose là ai nhỉ? Không nhớ luôn. Tàu hỏa. Như là mình nên nhân vật chính rồi đúng không? Đây là chuyến xe nhập đội ngũ.
Excuse me, fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other Gentlemen, for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Chửi kinh vậy. Tao đến làm sĩ quan mà mày chửi kinh vậy. I'm dangerous. Vũ trang và nguy hiểm. Dangerous.
A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan. 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger,
cướp ngân hàng.
14 Adam en route.
Ôi, chạy xe kiểu gì đây? Cao tốc của Mỹ có đường bình thường có 4 làn thì thích không? Thích này. Tránh ra nào, tránh ra nào. Tránh ra không đạn lạc bây giờ. Nhau nhau. Rồi. Hơi điêu nhá, đi cướp mà toàn cầm lục côn thế này thì bắt nhau với ai? Bắt nhau với con tôm, cái này có Tommy Gun mà ta. Khó. Áo này.
Use the cover, Phelps. LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
You got closer? We'll cut you.
We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow.
Ấy da, vẫn chưa rồi.
Stay down.
Còn.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Chắc là trong trường huấn luyện sĩ
This
quan.
kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the
Kelso,
way.
chắc là nhân vật sau này xuất
Phelps,
hiện.
a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph,
Floyd gì
friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Ủa, thanh niên vãi, đang chạy lông nhông trên đường.
He's hiding in the alley!
Súng nó bắn cảnh cáo đấy.
Bowers! Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, son! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Nó hơi lỏ nhưng mà
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
rút súng bắn cảnh cáo xử nó đi. Bắn vào chân nó cũng được. Ấy à? Đã đuổi theo đến bao giờ bắt được.
No way I'm going back inside.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Ui dồi.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
À, mày sai rồi con ạ. Mày hả bưởi.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1.
Thanh niên này đội sổ lắm thế.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Thanh niên này hợp làm lính hơn nha. Không hợp làm là chỉ huy. Chỉ huy mà thích buy beware.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
3-4 tiếng súng bắn nhau rồi.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
I swear.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Luôn bus.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Đầu. banh ở Arcadia Midline cho mượn nên đặt cọc không một bảy.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Midline đặt cọc.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Bên đầu nó không có gì à? Này là đã hết chưa?
Going to church
Chắc là
doesn't
hết
make you
rồi.
any more Christian than standing in a garage next to a car.
We should make sure we check the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Kiểm tra hiện trường.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Gian lắm. Bên mai đặt cọc.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a
Chết
murder
cả người rồi vẫn còn lo
Mr.
về
Kalu.
con tai.
Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did.
Film.
Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Tôn giáo.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Goleta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Có vẻ
Need you to concentrate, Miss Goleta. Even minor details can become important later on.
ok.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened, Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Việc trực giác. Manh mối gì? Garbage. Bút làm sao trong bị trong cửa hàng giày nhỉ? Nghe nhạc vẫn còn, chứng tỏ là vẫn còn manh mối nhé.
Optimistic, Cole.
The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse gets the cheese. I swear, this town is more strict than hell.
Này, sụt này.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. I need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Cái gì lấp lánh ở đây này?
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
So you're the first to stand before without a taser.
More Christian standing in a garage making
Cái gì chứ? Đây có cái xác này không nhỉ? Nhìn cái mặt. Mặt này là phân biệt chủng tộc. Ok, lên xe đi. Đến cửa súng trước. Đến cửa súng điều tra trước xem có manh mối gì không. Eagle Sun, đứa con của đại bàng.
Is America going to understand it's all giving?
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Khi gây án từng được mặc dưỡng. Còn gì nữa? Nó xuống dưới này không? À, chỗ này là chút. Có nhạc thì chắc là hết mình mối rồi. Chạy đi. Mẹ bắt buộc phải đi vòng à? Cơ chế làm bèn thế nhỉ. Đang mình trang sức này. Đây đúng không? Đây bên này. Hartfield.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Người ta Thái đi.
Officer Cole Phelps. Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Thằng này là Kalu à?
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Rồi chạy làm cái gì? Rút súng ra bắn đi.
Get back here!
Jesus H. Christ!
Đấy. Ơ. Ủa, không được bắn nó à? Bắn dọa à? Ơ. Bắn vào chân mà.
Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Gian thế.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Thế mà không được bắn ạ.
Kalu, get back here!
À, ngắm bắn chứ không phải là không được bắn.
Next time,
Không được, không được.
lie.
Too late, Kalu! Stop or I will shoot!
Chạy đi đâu? Không được bắn.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son.
I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
Sẽ là cái gì?
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake The jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy
giết
on
người
you,
cấp
sir.
độ 1 cao nhất. Dùng thử thực xác.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Quét hình như là lên cấp thanh tra đúng không? Còn là sĩ quan nữa, còn là officer nữa, lên detective nữa. Nghề thăng chức. Driver seat, chỗ ngồi của người lái xe, chỗ ngồi tài xế. Ấy da, mạnh thế. Thăng cấp lên thanh tra rồi.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Nhưng này trở về từ chiến tranh chắc cũng phải tầm 30 tuổi nữa nhỉ?
And now some
Đó là
housekeeping.
kid à?
Warm Central Division, welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest?
Nhưng sao bạc?
I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dust.
Ok. Đến ra trung chuyển. Giờ là mình chuyển qua thành ban giao thông rồi. Sẽ điều tra, điều tra xe bắt cóc.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording devices into the place for me.
Mary says I'll sit.
Ra được
Only if I
đây.
guarantee he walks.
You know this place?
That's the guy.
Sure.
I heard
Near
him
the
on
old
the
gas
top.
works and Signo Depot and the warehouse
Moron
district.
for you.
I'll direct.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle?
So,
Code 2
tell me a little
identified.
about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so
Sẽ
touchy.
có một số vụ án bất ngờ ở trên
Grew
đường
up in
đúng
San
không?
Francisco.
Giống như là
My
nhiệm
father
vụ
was
phụ
in
mà.
shipping. Went to college at Stanford.
Đi
Did 2
làm
years
chính.
ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. No, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots. Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman. That's the third time you've told me.
Thanh niên này tham chiến công đầu năm 45, một năm nhận được huân chương cũng kinh đấy nhỉ. Đây là bán người tóc à?
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Saris. Suspect is a male Caucasian, believed to still be in the area. Code 2.
Another 459. I hear that number way.
Mask gunman.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Ok, đóng đeo súng của mặt nạ. Đây. Bắn bỏ mẹ đi.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Đâu rồi? Thấy cái gì đâu? Ủa Đức ở đâu? Kia. Ôi, khó nhìn thế. Đúng là đấy nó chạy mẹ này còn đâu. Khó nhìn vãi.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
Mà bắt được mày. Chạy đi đâu? Đua được không?
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Chạy đi đâu? Lần
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
chạy một lần thôi bạn ơi.
What's your rush?
Come with this! I'll take you all down with me! I think you broke my nose!
Ơ gì đây? Ôi, bị xe đâm tí chết ạ. Đắp chiếu luôn. Cha thì lõm vài vết trên người. Vụ án phụ, vụ án tuần tra mà, nói là chính.
Take the next right.
Xe điện này, xe điện của kỳ xưa. Vụ án có cái gì nào? Ở đây, bạn trên kia.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Cái xe nhìn bé bét máu gì. Chê thế.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Hỏi luôn nè. Rồi, nói đi. Điều tra.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped the full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work, sir.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Uy tín thế nhỉ?
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Mà cái nhân này uy tín thế nhỉ? Thử dùng coi nào.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around. How's the world looking?
Always the same two of you find. How about you?
I've got a mystery
Máu
sample
nhuộm
waiting
đỏ
at the
cả
lab.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
ghi lá trước rồi.
Doc?
Detective,
Phelps, what have we got?
a lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Incidental. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
No.
Hasn't given me anything to go on. Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Sửa chạy ra, nó là tự sửa nữa.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Happier times, I guess.
Nhìn ghê ghê sao nhỉ? Nhìn mặt bà nữ cũng ghê mà và ông nam cũng gian nữa. Cao 1 mét nặng. Ồ, Quyết là nặng 167 kg tiếp. Sinh năm 1914, cao 5,8 feet. Hơn 1 tạ. Đây chắc là hung khí đây.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Pista Hut.
You guys, take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Còn gì nữa ta?
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. You know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Tín thế nhở?
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there.
We're going to notify the wife. You seem to have it under control here.
Yeah, I got this.
Hết rồi. Con nhạc này. Con nhạc.
So what next?
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Sao vẫn còn nhạc nữa?
No good to me.
Hết rồi. Còn gì nữa? Chắc phải có phải có thêm cái gì đấy chứ nhỉ? Báo hay là gì? Đây này này. Đây có nhạc đây nghi lắm. Tôi phải tìm xem có báo không? Đến đây là hết nhạc. Thiệt luôn.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Hey, Flatfoot, you're looking to get rid of that old crate? I'll give you a nickel for it.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive? Agent's office. You can tell me what's going on.
Lại mệt quá.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where you want to go?
Nhanh đi bạn ơi.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Seems irrelevant.
Tìm xung quanh nhà xem thử.
Where are you going, Phelps? This is the place.
It's the head then.
No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right.
Dưới đây thành thợ sửa ống nước à? Thiếu đúng không? Thiếu đúng cái phần này.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Star hot rất là nhiệt như một ống dẫn khí ga ấy. Gì đấy? Cho xem nữa. Điều tra hiện trường trước khi vào. Bà vợ ấy. Chắc chỉ có thế thôi.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We...
Độ sáng. Sáng thành tí.
We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
I don't think this is any use to us. Probably nothing. I don't think so. I doubt it. Doesn't look like anything. This isn't what we're looking for. Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Giáo sư đúng không?
Lie down.
Make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
Courtney Sheldon.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I
vice.
want to give you something to calm your nerves.
Mặt giáo sư mẹ. Gian người đéo gì nhỉ? Ôi, cho tiêm cho thằng này chơi đồ rồi. Vương liệm
I want
rồi.
to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Rồi, cho nó chơi đồ rồi. Ok, tìm ra được phương án thì chưa? Lại làm con camera tiếp.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Không phải 2 ngày trước. Ok. Nói dối rồi.
Wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
Để kéo xuống còn gì. Hết rồi. Gì đấy? Oxydol.
Circumstantial. Doesn't tell me anything.
Chả kia mẹ chưa tìm được cái gì à? Xem nào. Không điêu nhỉ, không có lệnh khám xét của tòa làm sao mà được vào lục lọi mẹ nhà dân như này nhỉ? Có trát của tòa làm sao vào được sâu như này?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
tàu hỏa.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Kính của ông Nhập.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here? To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Nico. Ồ, gọi là ngoại tình nhỉ? Bà ly thân đúng không? Lại là cái này. Nhiều thế nhỉ? Đủ bằng chứng còn gì nữa. Chắc hết rồi.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Chắc chả có tác dụng. Mẹ chắc thế.
Not much help. Junk.
Tưởng có mấy bức ảnh như này xem được ta. Đây là bức ảnh trong phòng bà vợ hay sao? Cái này chỉ còn
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Mình điêu luôn ta. Chiếc ví của Arian, ống hút có gì máu. Oh, fail một câu rồi.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
I've already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
Kiểu mẹ. Căng nhỉ.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
But you knew where he was really going because you told him to meet you at the rail yards. That's where you jumped him. How did you hide the body?
You have an overly active imagination, young man. Do you have any proof of that allegation?
Looks like I made a mistake. So you didn't arrange to meet him out at the rail yards?
I've never been near a rail yard in my life.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
That's a lie, Margaret. You know exactly what pair he was wearing because you were there.
You're being flat out ridiculous now. Why don't you show me some proof of where I was supposed to be? If I was there, at least I'd know what happened to
Fail
him.
rồi.
But I don't, detective. And you might not care, but that is the most terrible feeling.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Fail thế nhỉ?
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, detective.
6 câu đúng. thế. Phải đi quán bar vậy. Mẹ, có mấy câu mẹ nhìn thanh niên mình bà kêu mẹ uy tín vãi. Đéo cãi được cả.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Đéo dám cãi. Nhìn bà kia mẹ mặt uy tín thế.
You're behind the wheel.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Phải điều tra quán bar biết chính xác được vấn đề gì xảy ra chứ.
You wake up in the morning.
Một cái tàu hỏa.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Waitress, could I get another spoon?
Everything was fine. Thank you. You looking for
Root
someone?
beers all around, doll.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
My father says I'll never be an actress. He just refuses to accompany me.
Frank
to church.
Morgan?
Who's asking?
Đây.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Mặt là biết.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Này sao?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Giàn dựng.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Nhưng mà cái tàu đang ở đây mà làm sao mà đi được? Đúng không? Bãi tàu đâu? Bãi tàu đang để ở nhà làm sao mà đi được?
Lies, lies, and more lies, Morgan. You know where he is.
What have you got that says I know where he is? Well, that's it for me, gentlemen. Over and out.
So Adrian isn't hurt? What's with all the blood?
I don't know. It was dark. He must have caught a nick on something. Yeah.
You're lying, Morgan. You killed Black and hid the body. Where is it?
Me? Hey, all I did was help the fool. You're gonna need a lot more than that to prove that I hurt him. I've had about enough of you two. How about you guys go find another table? Okay?
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
Hay thế nhở? Chỉ hỏi được hai
You want
câu.
my opinion? We tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Phèo thế. Chắc là để hỏi nghi ngờ. Câu 3 chắc chắn là nó xạo lìn rồi, mà chỉ nghi ngờ.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Ê. Kiểu nó không có bằng chứng gì để phục tội ấy. Rồi chắc nghi ngờ mặt gian quá.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Toàn vượt đèn đỏ.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Dừng lại rồi. Căn hộ Morgan.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
Số 2.
Apartment 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
Shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black, LAPD, give yourself up now.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Chạy.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Đâu rồi?
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Lão đâu rồi?
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Cái vụ án vớ vẩn thế. Thế thôi à?
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Cây tìm được 13 manh mối mà đúng có 8 câu hỏi. Vậy lại còn bị trừ. Cứng rắn hơn. Phèo vãi liền. Thôi, không sao, vụ án đơn giản. Cay vãi. Thật con Suka.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Lại đi tìm xe.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car
Thanh tra cũng suốt ngày đi
An
tìm xe.
abandoned vehicle. You catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that.
Thời này ô tô có phải
Nobody
đắt hay
dumps
sao?
a shiny new Packard unless
Cách
they
có
borrowed
xăng
it
bóng.
without asking.
Chắc là xe
You
sang.
don't say. You were on fire today,
Thời này chắc
Einstein.
xe cũng đắt cho
Very
nên là
funny.
mất cái xe sang. Chắc
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
thôi hôm nay chắc là video mình dừng tới đây nha mọi người. Cảm ơn mọi người đã theo dõi. Nếu thấy hay thì nhớ có thể mọi người like hoặc là subscribe kênh của mình để có gì theo dõi những video tiếp theo. Hẹn gặp lại mọi người trong tập tiếp theo của L.A Noire. Chắc chắn là mình sẽ chơi tiếp nốt series này. Xin chào mọi người.